Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Scales of the Soul. If you're new here, thank you so much for being here and welcome. And if you've been here for a minute, welcome back. So today we're going to get into something a little bit different. We're going to do a little different approach. This is kind of how I do my personal readings. It's a little bit more about the energetic body and looking into the energies that surround that. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's see what messages you have for the collective. Come on, Spirit. All right. Wow. Right off the bat, we have the Lovers reversed. Hmm. Okay. Well, right off the bat, I am sensing that there is a separation, or no contact. I feel like some of you, maybe it's that you are even still together. There's either a separation, no contact, or some of you are together and there's a major conflict that's happening right now. Um, Your person, I feel like this is a message from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. Pretty clearly, there's a lot of masculine energy here being masked, strangely enough, ironically enough. But let's see. So, on your left side, this sort of receptive side, as the way that I see it, your left side's your receptive side, your right side's your more dominant protective side. So, these energies correlate as such. On the receptive side, the masculine has he wants to stand up as this king of wands, right? Like as this very steadfast, strong, confident, pure energy, all-knowing, gentle. He wants to show up as this and he sees the possibility of you two with this 10 of wands here. And this is all what I see in the sort of locked away subconscious mind. He sees this 10 of pentacles. He sees this beautiful wish fulfillment, this completely of high value relationship that you may share. That's what's going on in the subconscious. Actually, no, I'm sorry, the conscious mind. This is all the headspace. In the conscious mind, he's really aware of what's what this relationship means, what this dynamic means. He's very, very clear on that. However, this conflict of commitment is really holding him back. It scares him because then we have this decision, the tower. So we've got the two of swords, the tower, and the emperor. And these three cards, so our middle one's representative of the heart, and the bottom ones are representative of our grounded energy. So the middle ones, there is again this two of cups right here, this lovers, this give and take relationship, this very reciprocal, even keeled energy, this beauty, and this harmonious moving into calmer waters. This is what's in his heart space. This is what he does desire. He does desire this union. However, he's still in this conflict space. He's in this decision whether or not he's ready to move forward, whether or not the masculine is confident enough. There's a part of him, this Emperor card, that is, he doesn't feel quite there. Like he has what is necessary to offer to you as far as maybe financial stability, maybe self confidence. I'm feeling a lot of being a protector in a way that you need, having that gentleness and that safety to hold space. He's in the midst right now. Like this is his grounded energy, is the tower and the emperor, and he's good. That's the receptive side, the left side. So he's going through this transformative phase to get to where he wants to be in this conscious mind, to get to where he knows he wants to be. It's like it's almost this mirror, right? This mirror energy of himself, this contradictory aspect, this self-sabotage type of mindset that he's going through right now, this conflict of not feeling good enough, not feeling like he can deliver that safety, that equal counterpart energy, but he wants to get to this place where he can be this peaceful, strong guardian in this relationship. But he's going through this decisive moment and this tower moment right now in his receptivity. I think he's spent a lot of time in reflection in that blindfolded space, taking time away to be in that transformative energy that's necessary, clear his mind. I've said this before, but closed eyes, clear vision. There's a lot of connection to the higher self right now happening, a lot of downloads that are happening for him. I feel like karmic law is sorting things out for the two of you so you can reach this divine union energy. And the reason why I feel this Emperor card is a lot about how he's looking at the value within himself is that both of these grounded energies at the foot, these grounded energies that he's feeling is the Nine of Cups and the Emperor in both in reverse. So the Nine of Cups is like having this fruitful, fulfilling emotional stability, knowing that all your cups are full. And then we have the Emperor in reverse. And it's that again, it's that conflict, that lack of worthiness, that lack of self-esteem, that lack of confidence. Your person's going through a lot of realizations, a lot of challenges, a lot of looking at himself in a much deeper manner than I think he ever has or has ever had to. So if you guys are in no contact, this silence is healing. The silence is forcing him closer to himself. The silence is really making him face a lot of truths. And I feel like there's maybe been like a lot of projection in your dynamic, in your relationship, because he has not looked at himself and his scars and his deep triggers. And so the things that have triggered him about you are really just a lot of unhealed projections. Hypocrisy is the armor of projection. Thanks, Spirit. But I feel like, yeah, that's what the grounded energy is. That's what's kind of keeping this stuck stillness right now. So that's where he's at in the physical reality, in the 3D. But then again, in his heart space, he sees this union. He has to get past this tower. He has to take that time for this dark night of a soul almost energy. Deconstructing in order to have this beautiful union, in order to allow his heart to be protected by somebody other than himself. We have the caduceus right here. It's a lot of healing back into that. Yeah, wow, that's kind of cool actually. There's this whole like totem happening in this card. So we have this lodum blossom at the bottom, which lodums blossom in the dark, muddy, murky water and the shadows, right? And then they turn into this beautiful bud. And then there's this equal pouring into another's cup other than your own, and having that love. That card, this card always or this card, this symbology always reminds me of temperance. Being able to have that reciprocal energy and then unlocking this heart space in order for both sides to be able to protect one another in this union of heart, this connection of heart, right? Once that transformation's happened, it's going to bring the two of you way more close, a lot more intimate, not just in a physical world, physical realm, or in a physical sense, but also on a spiritual sense because this is represented by the crows. And crows are the great mystics. They are the guides from alternative realms. They're the all-knowing. They are highly intelligent, the mistresses of mystery. And once that happens and this vulnerability and this intimacy heightens between the two of you, then we get into the caduceus, which is the medical symbol, right? These two snakes transcending, these two snakes circling around one another. It's like that Kundalini awakening, right? Like running through all of your chakras leading up to this transcendence, to this strong, steadfast, fiery Leo, protector, courageous, dominant, leading energy. Yeah, with the upon the crow's wings, right? Being able for the messages to and energies to be brought to the other realms, to be brought to higher source, to meet one another in union in the highest of realms. It's like this card. Wow, this card is really showing me a lot right now. All these eyes here, like the universe is always watching. The universe is always watching, paying attention, leading, guiding, righting the wrongs, that karmic justice. There's a lot in this card here. But that tower moment right now is necessary that you guys are going through. Especially for the divine masculines right now. Those divine masculine energies really kind of needed some humble pie, for lack of a better word. They needed this space where maybe before you would always go and not run and chase after them when they would shut down. And you're standing strong in your own power in this. There has to be some accountability. There has to be some reciprocal energy. There has to be a reflection. There has to be an equal exchange of, are you doing just as much work in the partnership? Are the masculines and feminines, either way? I'm feeling like this is a lot more aimed towards the divine masculine right now, but I feel like through this Cancer new moon cycle, they're having to face a lot of old wounds that they haven't really ever, but you bring that out of them. You are providing that safe space for them to do so because you are giving them grace and patience right now. Stand in your power. The silence is working. The silence is strengthening this connection. Because in this blinded space, in this space where they're forced to, they don't have the distraction of your interactions. Not that your interactions are distracting, but they don't have the distraction of knowing that you're there. I'm being shown like a literal earthquake right now, right? Very Tower Moment-esque, but I'm being shown like the ground had to be shaken under them. Like the rug had to literally seeing the rug being pulled out from under them because I think you've always probably shown up for them or chased after and wanted to try to fix the situation. And you've probably given a lot of yourself to this person, and they're beginning to realize how valuable you are in this silence, how much you have shown up for them, how much you have put forth an effort, how much you have been reliable, how much you have been trustworthy, how much you've been loyal. They are seeing that. They're seeing how much you have held up this relationship, this dynamic. And through those realizations, we move to calmer waters, to calmer mindsets, to deeper understandings, to better communication, to more flowing communication. I've never noticed these little feathers out here, but I don't know about y'all, but I am a huge feather collector. I love when I find those signs from the universe when the feathers come out. That's just confirmation that your gods and goddesses and guides and spirit animals are giving you a little wink. Like, hey, I got your back. I'm here. I am with you on this journey. So you may find some feathers. I actually found quite a few yesterday. Been having really interesting animal interactions this past week. Maybe one day I'll tell you the story about what really has happened. But anyways, the feathers are signs. They are signs from the universe. It's almost like a little hug, a little handhold. Like, I'm here. I got you. We're directing it in the right way. In whatever way serves the highest good for you and your journey, though, however. Because the divine masculine has to do the work to show up. So I'm looking at you, divine masculines that are tuned in. Do the work. Your divine feminine or divine masculine. Your partner is holding the space for you. And this is an opportunity to grow, to reach this ultimate 10 of Pentacles here. To be that protector. To be that gentle yet strong energy. That wise but soft. Because you can be soft in this dynamic. It is an equal give and take. Your divine counterpart will support you and has supported you. But you got to get out of your own damn way. And trust. Learn to trust. Receive that warmth that your equal counterpart is trying to give you. Wear that crown proudly. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of what brought you here, what made you this steadfast, resilient King of Wands. Everyone has a story. Okay? No shit, right? We all got a story, but our past does not define us. Our past is the foundation of who we choose to be. So moving forward, you have that backing to give you this ultimate 10 of Pentacles, this ultimate wish fulfillment. The highest virtue in this partnership with your counterpart. Some of y'all need to go to church. I'm seeing a church window in the background here. Pray. Clear your mind. Go to confession. Let go of shit. If there's something you're holding on to, go and release it. Because the longer you hold on to stagnant energies and the longer you keep them within and don't express yourself and don't release things that need to be released, the heavier you become because you're holding on to extra weight that is no longer serving you and your highest good. I don't know why, but the Terminator is coming up right now. They're showing me the Terminator. Maybe it's a movie that you guys watch together, or maybe it's about like destructing that old paradigm and what you believed to be a reality, that like robotic answer. And now I'm being shown a mask. Maybe put on a mask because it's easier to curate how you are perceived to others rather than showing your true self. And maybe that's what this confession is about, is releasing old stories, old things that have happened to you, so you can come to this space of ultimate truth and vulnerability and feel like you can genuinely, authentically show up as yourself with your partner. Because the person that's meant for you, your divine counterpart, accepts all of you, all of your flaws, all of the things that maybe they don't like, but they're a part of you, so they love them. Your divine counterpart accepts all of you and holds space for all of you. You may not have to agree with everything, but there is a level of acceptance in your pure authenticity. All right, let's get a little bit more. This is going to be a shorter reading because I have had a long day, but wanted to get one in. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh man, that one flew away. We got the Page of Cups. Yeah, see? Stop being stubborn. We got the Page of Cups. You want this new beginning just as bad, Divine Masculine. You want this new beginning just as bad as your counterpart does. Is that Shamu? That's Shamu. You got to free Willie, okay? So you can free the Willie. You know what I mean? You're picking up what I'm putting down. Free your past shit. Let go. Free of the things that you're holding on to so you can fill this cup with your counterpart. Free that emotional burden. You got to free Willie so you can free the Willie. Hey. Y'all know what I mean. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, Spirit. I love when they're comedic. They usually are. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Well, that one wants to stick to me, and no wonder why, because, hey, we got the Eight of Swords. Feeling stuck. Stop feeling stuck. Free yourself. Express yourself. Stop being stubborn. Stop being stubborn. Express yourself. You got something on your mind? Say that shit. Your person may not like to hear it, but hey, that is your authentic truth. Be, however, articulate in your wording and come from a space of, if something is triggering you, look at yourself first. Look at yourself first if something is triggering you, and ask yourself, what is my responsibility or experience or perspective in this trigger, and why is it upsetting me so much? So look at yourself first. Understand where that's coming from. And then proceed with mental clarity if you need more in a conversation, constructively, calmly, proficiently. And let go of these mental burdens. Let go of those mental burdens. Because if you want, I'm about to be so inappropriate, but if you want Willie to be, wetting those waters. You gotta let this shit go. All right, one more spirit. Give me one more. Ooh, okay. These cards are just flying everywhere. The Six of Cups. I'm sorry, of Pentacles. Allow yourself to elevate. Balance the scales. Balance the scales. Balance between your heart and mind. Being so heavily in one or the other puts you out of balance. So stop being stubborn. Feed one another. Feed one another. So you can sustain this relationship. Balance those scales, y'all. Okay? Yes, I know I'm a Libra, but the scales of justice in this picture, in this Six of Pentacles, are in harmony. So you want that harmony? Balance your damn scales. Find a way for your heart and mind to communicate equally. All right, let's get one final outcome card. Spirit, let's see. I'm not even going to get into those. Let's see. We're going to close with the alchemy deck. All right, Spirit. Oh, okay. No. Let's see. There we go. Lead. Well, right off the bat, I'm seeing that balance needs to happen. It's number 20. That black and white, that yin-yang energy. Balance your yin and your yang. Because when they're out of balance, you create lead. You create this gray, heavy substance. You have to have the dualistic nature. You can't, one does not exist without the other. But when out of balance, they become heavy. You can bring in more light and become a lighter shade of lead, or you can bring in more of the shadow and become heavier, being trapped in that internal mind. Or the Ten of Pentacles on the lighter side. I'm going to read this one because I want to see what the book has to say, but number 20, as we know it, is choose our union, choose our partnership. Twos are that equal give and take. Density, weight, Saturn. Lead is the first metal. Its properties are heavy, dense, and unwaveringly steady. It is often perceived as the metal that initiated the entire alchemical drive to turn what is base, lead, into what is noble, gold. Let's bring in that gold. It correlates to the planet Saturn and its love of rules and structure. On one hand, this card implies a fixed position or a burden that may be weighing down the work. Balance those scales. On the other hand, lead can arrive just in time to ground a situation. What did I say? Being grounded in your words and your delivery. To bring the alchemist back to the humble beginnings. Either way, the presence of lead is sobering. We cannot ignore it. That's what this space is feeling like right now for both parties. There's this heaviness because this energy, this conflict has not been expressed. It has not been set free. So you want to let go of that heaviness, do the work, self-reflect, and talk. Express yourself, communicate. Communicate. We can't ignore it. The impatient alchemist may be discouraged to see it in the laboratory, as it reminds us of how far we have to go. Approach this card with reverence for the ongoing process. Nobody's ever healed, you guys. Nobody has ever healed. We are constantly healing. We are constantly doing the work. But it's how you show up for it. You can choose to ignore it and get heavier and heavier in the lead. Or you can choose to alchemize it and come from a grounded space. To ponder the stability of the anchor. Lead was also known as the sleeping giant of alchemy. It is said to contain its own secrets and solutions. Ponder how you can awaken this intelligence. Watch what other cards surrounding lead. It will indicate how mobile this metal is becoming or how much weight the querent is carrying on their shoulders. Yeah, so looking at where it's placed in this is the conflict, the internal conflict, or calm waters. And these are both in the mind. These are both air cards. Swords, cutting through the bullshit. Cut through the bullshit. Set yourself free. Fly into the next chapter. Fly into the freedom of calmness. Anyways, that is your reading. I appreciate you guys being here. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know how this resonated for you. Really trying to grow this channel, and I hope that this reading finds you well. And I hope you guys find that balance so you can, so you can let Willie swim free. All right? Free Willie. Take care, you guys.